Welcome back to my channel Code Fix Zone. So in the previous videos we have been discussing about the JavaScript variables, JavaScript declaration and initializations, and how the what are the data types of the JavaScript and that primitive data types, non-primitive data types. So today we will be discussing about the JavaScript hoisting, which is a important topic in the JavaScript. Also, if you are planning to give an interviews for the JavaScript or any JavaScript technology which is React or React Native. So this topic you can prepare, because this topic has been asked many times in the interviews also. So let's start. Hoisting in JavaScript means variable and functional declarations are moved to the top of their scope during the creation phase. However, only the declarations are hoisted, not initialization. So we already know how we can declare the variables. So now we will see how JavaScript behaves when we declare the variables. So in the current example, we are working with the var hoisting. So we have been printing the value of x, and then we are declaring and initializing the value of x to 5, and then we are again printing that value of x. So what hoisting does for the JavaScript means the variables and functional declaration are moved to the top of the scope. So whenever we write these three lines, this first.js is being linked to the index.html. So this first.js is one of the scope for the JavaScript file. So it says that variable declarations are moved to the top of their scope during the creation phase. So whenever JavaScript bundle is created and it has been run, so the declaration, the var x, the declaration is a when we use the keyword var with any name, var x, this is equal to 5 is a initialization. So when we declare any variable, it moves to the top during the creation phase. So whenever we have been printing the value of x, it will print how it will print like this code, right? So we have declared variable x, right, but it has not been initialized. So the value JavaScript automatically assign the undefined value to this x, and then we console the value of x, and then we assign the value to 5, and then we again console value of x. So let's see what this prints. So this prints undefined and 5. So let's move to the same example of hoisting. So right now we have been printing the value of x, and then we are declaring the value of x to 5 and initializing to 5, and then we are again printing. So it shows the same like undefined. First console is undefined, and then we have like this is printing the value of x is equal to 5. So what this means, whenever this code runs, then variable x declaration moves to the top, right? So it will move to the like above this first line, first statement. All the like statements will be run after the declarations. Whenever the var x declarations done, then all the other statements run. So this declaration would move to the top, but not this initialization. This initialization will remain as it is. So whenever it's declared on the top, it becomes indefined, and we are printing the value of x, so it prints undefined, and then we are assigning the value to 5, and then we print, and then it shows 5. So that's how the var hoisting works. So creation phase, var x is hoisted and initialized to undefined, right? First the x is become undefined, and then execution phase, first log it shows undefined, then x is equal to 5, then second log is 5. So let's move to the let and const hoisting. So same example we'll take for the let and const. Let and const both are the same. So whatever we learn about the let, it will be applied to the const as well. So let me run this example first. Okay, now you see there is a uncaught reference error, cannot access y before initialization. So this let, when we declare any variable through let, so it does hoist, like it moves to the top at the creation phase, but it doesn't, you can say it doesn't gives value undefined to the y. Whenever we declare the value of y, uh, after this print statement, it's like it's moved to the top, but it doesn't declare undefined. It is in the TDZ zone, which is a uh, temporal dead zone, right? So this zone also, in the interview sometimes they ask what is a temporal dead zone. So temporal dead zone is whenever we declare the value of y, it's moved to the top of the scope, uh, but until that line, whenever it is declared, like until the line 2, this is in the temporal z zone. So until that we cannot access the value of y. So it moves, that let y is moved to the top, but we cannot access that value because it is in the TDZ zone. So whenever we print that variable y, right, so it gives us an error, that is cannot access y before initialization because it is not initialized yet, right? So same with the const. So whenever I try to run the const, cannot access y before initialization. So the let and const are initial, like hoisted on the top, but that is not initialized, even with the undefined, that is in the TDZ zone. So we are not able to access that variables. So let's move to the functional hoisting. Functional, whenever let's see how we can create the function. We need to write function display message, and we need to have a curly braces, and inside that we can write anything. We can write hello world console statement. So let's see what's happened now. So it doesn't print anything, right? Because whenever we try, whenever we have to execute the inside lines of the function, then we have to call the function. How we need to call the function? We need to write the function name itself, and we need to have the brackets. So this is how we can call the function. So it is calling this function display message, and it is printing the statement. So this statement will now run, and it will console hello world, right? So but the JavaScript hosting means whenever we declare, we declare any function, like the function definition, then it also hoists, and it also moves to the top of the scope. So this is already in the top, so that's work fine. But if even if we copy paste this called function to the top, right, but the function definition has been after the calling of function, but according to the JavaScript hoisting, this function will move to the top at the creation phase. So this display message calling function will be after the this definition. So this will also work normally as it was working previously, when it was after the function's definitions. So this is how the function hoisting will work. So you can say the function say hi is fully hoisted with the definitions. The full function say hi will be hoisting to the top. It is a function. Execution phase can be called before the declaration output hello. So it can be called before the declaration because it's already moved to the top. The function expression, right? So if this is a function definition, so whenever we need to move, convert this into the function and expression, we need to assign it to some variable. You can say variable message. Variable message is equal to function, and we need to remove the name from here, right? So this is a same function, but it has been assigned to some variable. So now if I try to call this function, like the name of the function is message now, but it has been assigned to the variable. So now if I try to call this function message, it should give me an error, uncalled type error, message is not a function. Why message is not a function? According to the JavaScript hoisting, variable message should move to the top, right? Variable message should move to the top, and then but not initialize. It will be given value undefined automatically by the JavaScript, right? So it is undefined nitro, and we cannot do anything with the undefined value. Whenever we call the undefined function, it will give us an error, message is not a function, because undefined is not a function, it is a primitive value, which we already learnt in the previous videos, that it is not a object, or we cannot call it is not a function or object, right? So this will work according to the where hoisting. So if we move this message and call this message after the message, after the message function, then it will print the hello world, right? So variable hello is hoisted and initialized to undefined, which we already discussed, that variable hello has been hoisted, but it is initialized to undefined. So that's why whenever we call this function before the assignment, it is given us type error, that it is not a function. After assignment, hello has been assigned this function, and then it works normally. It is JavaScript now knows that it is a function. So yeah, these all you can go through the hoisting, how the JavaScript hoisting works. So that's all from the today's video. Also, if you want that you want to learn some topic on the JavaScript, so I'll try to make that video. You can subscribe and comment if any topic you want to discuss. So yeah, bye bye, happy coding, thanks.